what can you do to differentiate yourself and give yourself a better chance in getting a coding job? Yeah, that's a great question. I would say to give yourself a better chance as far as getting a coding job or tech job or any tech job in the industry is when you don't have experience. The worst part is not having the experience. It's the chicken and the egg problem. These companies want you to have experience before they give you the job, but you can't get experience until you got the job. And so one of the tricks that I used when I got my first programming job is that I started doing contract work, like freelance work, and I called it contract work. So whenever I would work with, I didn't have a job yet, but I knew how to code. I would start cold calling family, friends, cold calling businesses, just trying to get them to let me build something for them for free. And sometimes I would actually charge if it was big enough, but that's up to them if they want to pay you or not. But just do it for free, maybe a smaller thing for free, build it. And the most important part is get a contract. And then now you can put that on your resume and say, hey, I was contracting, I was freelancing. You can say, and especially if you can find a reputable business, like you go down the street to the restaurant or whatever and say, hey, can I build y'all a website for free? Come up with a plan, come up with a pitch proposal, but then put the restaurant name on there and say, hey, I was a contract developer for this restaurant for a year or whatever, and I built their website. That's a way to put something on your resume that has some weight to it. Now, is it going to weigh as much as a real software development job? No, but it's something. It's going to be better than you having to put, I worked at Best Buy and I worked at a number of different jobs before I became a programmer. When I got my first job, I had to put all this random experience that had nothing to do with programming on there, and they just ignore that. When I'm interviewing people, I look on their resume and there's some job that has nothing to do with programming. I just ignore it because it doesn't help. But if they have experience, if they can show me a website that they built or whatever, that does help. And so, the other thing is, just build real products. The other thing that helped me is I built a social media site before I got my first programming job. It's a real site. People joined it. It was a social media site. I built it with some friends, with they were clients that became friends, or some of them I already knew, some of them was already friends, but anyway, ended up building a social media site, and it was a real site. You could get on there, download it, and start conversing with people on it. And so when I got my first job, literally in the interview, they looked up the website and they said, "Oh wow, how'd you build this?"